Panique! Nothing! Ubaldo to Lopez again! And if you are FEU, you gotta come up with something big and something good. Ubaldo looks to Lopez, popped up. Vanji Alinsug, not yet. Tin to Lopez again. Chance, NU. Bacanque, the bump to Lopez is blocked. Faida. What an effort from the Lady Bulldogs. Alinsug rolls it over. Ubaldo, the reverse to Bacanque. Panique, nothing. Ubaldo to Lopez again. Oh, goodness. Welcome to the lovely Lopez show.
No fear, says lovely Lopez, unintimidated by that block.
It's a long day.
4 sets between FEU and UST in the men's. FEU taking that one. Reverse.
Oh, great timing from Petalio.
That's what you were talking about.
Possession. He blocked off that cross-court angle from Reg Jurado.
In set number 1, UST looked very good. In set number 2 right now, it's all FEU again as Oneque comes back in. The very smart blocker, Petalio, with a defensive block brought to you by AIA. Rethink.
Couple of sprints as well in terms of scoring.
Altea delays that hit. Bacanque with the push. Cassie to Ange in the middle. Delayed by the blockers of FEU. Bacanque will try again. And targets that spot again.
You really gave her an open block. There was confusion on the floor of UST between Poyos and Jurado.
We're tied 20 all. In a very interesting first set. Miscue for FEU. Chance here. Adamson, they go to Shy. Popped up by Tagaod. Bump set to Petalio. Rolls it over. Joust at the net. Good cover from Monares. They go to the other side. Nothing for Nike. Eliarina. A lot of scrappy plays here for both these teams. It's still alive. They go to Faida. Leptura. Great defense from both these squads. And of course, it is going to be Jers Petalio to end that rally in her face. Take a look at this.
Again, we have to commend the defense on both sides. And Jers
Her body language here, Julia.
She is not liking what she's seeing from her team.
Sapienza. That was a broken play there for Shai Netura.
And
speaking of,
play here for FEU.
Chance, white shirts. They go to Nike. Popped up by Monares. Petalio. Great hustle being shown by both of our squads. Petalio again over the blockers. Good dive from Sapienza to keep the ball alive. FEU has it. Off the block.
To the defense on both sides, especially to the defense of FEU in that rally.
Oh, check that.
But FEU making a run here. And they're now ahead with those types of plays. Tagaod. Balingit breaks the block. She gets out of the way, talking about Encarnacion. Play continues. Secalia goes middle. Petalio with a save. 1-2 again by Miranda. This time read by Reyes. Karil transfers to Chen. And finally, they get that hard-earned point.
Look at that swing. Strong swing. Right in between the blockers of the UE Lady Warriors.
She only had 1 point in their previous game, played in 1 set. Nice pop-up by Encarnacion. Bacanque. Back set by Miranda to Chenny again. 1-2 for Miranda. Marga with the bump set. Play continues. Balingit. As you have this long rally ongoing. And it's still good. UE not contesting that one. Faida keeps the ball up. It's a long rally alert. Chance. Tagaod. Doesn't end it. Steady save from Reyes. Van. Wala pa rin. Kept alive. Both teams scrambling. Oh, this is the longest rally of the match so far. No team letting up. As it ends. Oh, that Chen Tagaod spike.
To that long rally, courtesy of Chen Tagaod, wiping that outside of the blockers of the UE Lady Warriors.
So first point for UE, Bacanque. Balingit. Miranda looks at her options, decides to go to Tagaod. A bit crowded on that side for UE. Monares able to save. Chenny. Nice dive by Cepada. And play continues. Tagaod again. Back set. Pangayan. No, says Petalio. Bacanque will try. Kai again with a save. Van. Dive by Monares. Another long rally alert. And it will end on that one. Let's see what they will do off of a timeout. Encarnacion goes back to Chenny. Reyes for the save. Back set. Pangayan is blocked. Eliarina. Oh, nice extension coming from Zamudio. With the effort. The push by Tagaod. Found the opening but UE not giving up. Bacanque. Wala pa rin. A retry for FEU. And Eliarina ends that one. As it hits Reyes on the head.
Coming into today, she told me she expects nothing short of 110% from herself and her team. And so as they face the Lady Tamaraws today, Lian's journey comes full circle, serving as an inspiration for the team to give this match their all. This report is powered by ML. Back to you, Chiki and Ayal.
Thanks a lot, Vixie, and we don't doubt that Lian will come in with big numbers today.
Just always come up with big numbers for Ateneo.
But look at this rally. Early fight. And finally, Eliarina just
Team. They are currently #1 in blocking overall, so you just know and you have to expect that they will be of AC Minor being in the back row right now for Ateneo.
ball back to the Blue Eagles. Again, Pasha having to make do with those underhanded serves. Oh, look at Ateneo fighting with their defense.
Great dig.
More defense. Arroyo there with a save. And Ubaldo, fearless in Ubaldo. How did she know?
Take a look at that one timely 1-2 play. Ateneo was waiting for her.
Red Warriors, the men's side was also exciting. The men's teams of Ateneo FEU gave us a nail biter.
Yep.
Back to this game. Again, a rally brewing. Rally continuing.
Pasha again.
Good stop by Patayo. Yun yung kahit tayo. Ayan, natututo na rin. You know, to this rookie setter who is talagang holding her own.
Miranda there with the timely 1-2 play. Now that's the kind of attackers that you want, who can switch angles quickly.
Easy one from Pasha this time. Oh! FEU. Good reflexes for Ateneo, but even better for FEU. Tuloy pa rin. Nag-uuta ka na lang itong mga to. Wow, one-on-one. Pasha couldn't handle it. To the end of the third set. And Ateneo has to rethink these balls that they just let go. They really need set play.
Great response after the timeout. Bacanque has been quiet so far. Mordi looking to answer. Natura will improvise. Petalio's been hot, but the blocking has been steady for Adamson. Faida announces her entry.
Monatis with that beautiful bump set. Not ready for that down the line attack.
You don't want
Just a 1-point advantage now for FEU. Lamina serving. Tin reverses to Bacanque. Harder asking for space, sends this one over. Obaldo to Eliarina again. Good pickup. Here comes Bella. Nandoon si Faida. The reverse to Solomon. Eliarina again, nobody home. For NU, take a look at it. A lot of confidence.
Take a look at that 8-quick attack, and you could see Tin Obaldo execution on that 8-quick.
Has had her moments as well as Zibero here for the Lady Tamaraws. As Tin to Eliarina. Back set to Solomon. Bacanque is denied. Chen from the back row. Combination. Nandoon si Petalio.
Jump on that block. Take a look at George Petalio. She knew that Solomon was going for that tip.
We have Mitzi Panangin. She will serve. Lambs will choose Eliza Solomon. It's still alive, playable. And you has it. Lambs decides to go for Bella. Dug up. They're gonna chase it. Confusion on the side of NU.
It's a free ball coming from the FEU Lady Tamaraws. Maaya actually should be getting that first contact as Bella Belen was waiting to attack.
One of her best performances here in season 87.
Good receive by Bella.
Pangilinan. Dug up. Here comes Chen Tagaod. Merong check.
Team effort. Take a look at that. George Petalio getting that 8-quick attack of Pangilinan and Obaldo.
2-point lead now for NU. Bacanque is blocked. Good cover from Petalio. Tagaod. Nothing yet. They call for Bella. Sent back. Maaya with a push. Tin. And it is a point for Mitzi Panangin. So everyone now on the side of FEU contributing.
FEU has a deep bench. She actually did not start this match. But she goes for that 8-quick attack. A lot of
10 points now for Eliza Solomon. They find Bacanque from the back row. Lambs.
What a set.
The toss to Vanji. Panangin. Alinsug is blocked. Good cover from Hardio. Chance, FEU. A rally brewing. 1-2 play. Successful for Tin Obaldo.
The spikers of NU not awaiting that one to go for that defense.
NU has only lost twice this season. Once to Adamson and once to UP. They know what to do. Alinsug. Popped up by Obaldo. Here comes Petalio from the back row. Dug up. The toss to Solomon. Good dive from Monares. Lopez. And she's such a character.
We
when
love
you watch
this.
her. Yeah.
We love this. Making a difference for your team. Positive impact here in set number 3.
Bacanque. Shaira finds Alinsug.
What a dig by Monares.
Petallo over the blockers. What a smart move from Jerns.
Carriage goes down the line swing, but this time changing speed above that block of NU.
Kitang-kita natin yung motivation ni Coach Tina Salak to always finish in the best way possible.
One-hand pickup there. And another giveaway by UST to FEU. And choices from Ubaldo.
We've seen so many different types of attacks already from FEU.
1-0. They knew, yeah, for FEU, looking to take set number 1. A joust, jump set, coverage, Altea tips it, Pepito, back to Marga, that drops in!
That's another block for Panangin.
Taking set number 1. And by the way, number 1 in aces also together with Cassie Carballo. That's a better set. Good timeout by Coach Tina.
Erin Pangilinan, 3 points off 1 attack, 1 block, and 1 ace. Ubaldo, quick thinking, why not? Hyundai move of the set. This move of the game is brought to you by Hyundai Stargate.
Lefty.
FEU needs to stay more composed in this set. They seem a bit jittery. They need to be more intentional with what they do.
Yeah.
So we see a lot of overpasses, miscommunications.
Bit disorganized.
Yes, a bit disorganized this set.
Which is so different from Hyundai move of the set. Move of the game brought to you by Hyundai Stargazer X exceeds expectations. Clarice, or what stage of your college career, Fifi, when you put a lot of emphasis on your physical conditioning? Because you were known for that. You were known to flex your muscles a lot, and you had some muscles to flex created on your body.
I think it was the whole duration of my college years.
So
talaga.
From the start,
from the very beginning.
For unforced errors for Chen Tagaon. She'll try again. Changing approach, and that must have felt good. On deck to serve.
Another rookie.
Yep, another rookie from Bacolod Taytong. Petallo. Top by Buena. The Guzman had to adjust. Third one, right for the day. And they need to battle that complacency.
They also really have to work on their passing.
That's right. Much better showing now off that timeout here for FEU.
For Nogales, she's got 5 points. And FEU
inside.
back on top, but not for very long as they serve it outside 16-14. FEU looking for a different flavor offensively. Cepada from the back row. All right, here's a look at Miranda. Nice push there coming from Bacanque, but Reyes with a great dig. Encarnacion pushes it to the back row. Popped up again by Reyes. Malingit with a hit.
Good set.
Nice rally we have right here. And a terrific block by De La Sora.
She is a point maker for the Lady Warriors. So in the past few days, Coach Allen had this idea to reverse the process and introduce beach volleyball to the team in order to ignite a spark similar to Van's play style. He paired them by twos and instructed them to line up and play against each other. Coach Allen then told them that the first pair that would score 15 points would also get a box of pizza as a reward, which ignited the competitiveness of the Lady Warriors. This exercise for them was not just all about fun, but it hopes to improve their connection with each other and their agility. And we'll see later if this new part of their training will translate to their game. Watch this game on any device in the Philippines or abroad on the Filipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now. Now back to the panel.
And Malaluan is back at the service line. She had an ace earlier. That's going to be a point for Panangin with 4 points.
FEU is getting more points from the middle compared to their wings.
They have to focus on these next sequences if they want to bounce back.
That's right.
And secure this set. Nagkatinginan sila doon. No one being able to keep that ball alive
here for FEU.
But of course, good setters also know how to adjust,
Yes.
especially on the out-of-system balls.
That's going to be a mark of a great setter. Petalio dug up. Degoro Natura is denied. No entry. And this defensive block is brought to you by AIA. Rethink healthy with AIA.
The sets, rather, we've seen her play for season 87.
Good receive.
Oh,
what a dig.
What a dig by Jurado. Carvalho to the back row. Miranda with the good coverage. Loresco will try, hits the line. We arrive at set point.
For FEU, they ended that rally on Loresco, targeting in between.
So 5 serving 6. It's been close one to begin with.
Good receive.
Pinabawi si Asis, and there it is. She scores.
It's high volleyball IQ early. Switch speed and switch tempo. Take a look at that cross court in between zone 1 and 2.
Into UAAP, FEU, and UST. FEU will serve first. Poyos. Obaldo finding Bacanque. Check that the net. Pump set back to Angge. She was denied. There's the blocking we were talking about.
Another unison in that block.
That quick attack, nagkahagulo yung defenders ng FEU. That's why there were a lot of loopholes in their defensive pattern.
Catch and throw. A lifting there for Jazz Eliarina, but none given, and that point would go to their middles more in this match.
Actually, I mean, this game, I'm gonna try to figure it out why this is their tactic early on. But again, one more time for Jazz Eliarina, just spiking that ball.
Just said, that's another activation in the middle for our Duncans.
First to raise 3. Miscue. Chance ball. Obaldo. Bacanque finding the spot.
Then Obaldo taking risks with that combination play.
Poyos from the back row. Bacanque putting it up. Lopez na naman!
Take a look at this replay. Then Obaldo giving another opportunity to the girl that has the hot hand. That is lovely Lopez.
Right now, FEU with a 2-0 lead. FEU having trouble receiving, but lovely Lopez straight off the bench with a...
Earlier in set 2, where UE also led by 4. Let's see how they bounce back here, and it starts with that point from Eliarina.
This wasn't exactly perfect. She found a way to give it to the middle blockers. And as a middle blocker, that is just your dream, to be available pa rin, even though the...
Siya lahat no? So nakamamangha din yun.
Ewan ko.
Pangayan. And another send back. Palingit. Saved by Encarnacion. Miranda on the back set to Bacanque. Reyes bumps. Attack by Bangayan picked up. Tagaod with full force on that swing. And FEU gets the lead here.
The replay here. Too strong for the UE blockers and for their defense. No one was...
For the Lady Warriors. Oh, nice play. Nice play set up by Garil Miranda. Checked in the game.
Amazing and effective right away for Loresco. And correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't she middle blocker last game? Was she?
6 serving 13. Combination to Tagao to the drop. Oh, nice save by the Lady Warriors. Play continues. The 1-2. And that will work for Tin Ubaldo. FEU now down by 3. Asis kept alive.
Long there.
Chance. Tin goes back to Jean. And they convert. Oh, they never get tired of that play. You know, we've seen both setters really go to their playing against NU. She had 20 points in round 1 against the Lady Bulldogs. That drops in for Chen Tagao, the service ace.
Again, FEU just continues to fire up.
Our Cetaphil fast serve mapagan ng Lady Tamaraws.
Yes, I think it's also because nache-check din sila at the net of the blocking of NU. And again, you really have to credit that to their scouting, because usually if you're able to slow down your opponent's offense, you're able to convert more, and that's what we've seen in set number 1.
And as in terms of scoring for FEU, but Cheers Petalio, I think, heard that as she scored. Just went for that one to put FEU at match point. And she serves. Cepada picked up by Bacanque. Miranda to Tagaod. And down it goes. Straight sets and earn their 6th win in season 87. I was looking at Coach Tina Salak having a word with Encarnacion, but Coach Tina says, let's let that one go. But that could bite them if UE gets a 2-point lead here. Another attempt. Zamudio picked up. Bacanque off the block. Miranda sets up a proper play to Petalio.
Cheers Petalio hitting that ball over the blockers. Look at that hang time from the swing, the jump, and the hit. Again, perfect placement for her.
Gives their setter an easy time setting up the plays.
Ball is saved. Jazz will choose Monares. And that's a good one from Faida Bacanque, one of UP's most consistent scorers here. Looking to build momentum from their back-to-back wins. Ubaldo will choose Shen. Ball is still kept alive with that drop. Second attempt. And it gets that money.
From tying things up with NU.
16-20. Solomon. Still playable. Free ball. Second try for the Lady Bulldogs. Solomon again. Not yet, says Eliarina. Petalio. Hardio. Third chance for Eliza. Faida goes up for it. Wow. And the smash. Down by only 3 in the opening set. Inasok siya to serve. It's in. Ubaldo goes to Asis. Nice save from the rookie, Marsh. Play continues. Ubaldo to Petalio. Again, Celine was there. Vance runs after the ball. Tin to Asis. And she scores. It drops. And another tied game.
And Tin Ubaldo just keeps looking for her with a differential set.
Block points for FEU. None this set after having 9 in the first 2. But
great read there coming from Jazz Eliarina.
Difficulty there. Meantime, Ateneo, the hot start. That service ace from Tax Fujimoto. Lian is blocked. Minor also blocked. And you talked about the adjustments. Let's take a look at that defensive block. Once again, brought to you by AIA, formerly Philip.
Composure playing a crucial factor here. Jazz to Monares. And that single block point will end things is here. Coach Tina Salak ending this game with a smile.
Two of the tallest players that we have on the court right now.
Oh. And nobody home there. Lopez is inside for FEU. That is pure firepower from Jean Assis. Duncan, spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
Adamson has turned it around after a sluggish first set. Another sharp serve. Ubaldo to the opposite side for Faida Bacanque.
I always say this with the attacking of Faida. She's the type of player that constantly needs to be fed the ball to get her rhythm.
This one to tie for Chen Tagaod. Sagaysay will send it to Morty. Ubaldo will send it to Jerzel Petalio, and we are tied at 24.
Started with the attack of Morty. Easy pickup. But take a look at that.
Let's see if Adamson could pick up a little momentum heading into set 2. Sapienza to the slide. Good check by Petalio. And now Jean Assis, soft touch. Mordi says, let me set up Netura, and it's still alive. We go to the back row. Tagaod once again with the trickery.
Everyone ready to attack with mid-air, changing speed, changing direction. Talking about
without their offense because of the solid blocking of FEU.
Pasha, good coverage by Arroyo there. That's good defense for Ateneo. Wow, just wow. I mean, the level of confidence is up for Miranda.
And she's feeling it. She's really taking this all in, this opportunity given to her.
What really is eating Ateneo. And yung susunod na kalaban eh. So they really have to win here.
Difficult for them.
Let's take a look at the defensive block brought to you by AIA, formerly Philip. To play against because of their blocking.
Yeah.
So FEU knew that. Coach Tin figured out how important it is. I'm sure they served and served and served in training.
Yeah.
Ooh. Maluan picked up by Tagaod.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Great defense on both sides. And play continues. Rally for the first point. Laput wants to put it away. Can't do it just yet. And a broken play. Laput will go. Wow! It was almost shanked by Tagaod pero sinalo. No timeout for Coach Tina.
They said they just need a pass and do the play.
Wow!
Oh,
by the book!
Goodness.
We have Jules Tolentino now in as the playmaker for the LSU. Eliarina. Broken play. That was a tough one for Laput. Onares exactly where she needed to be. And Petalio again finding that seam between the two-man block.
Yeah.
Two blockers
It was
right in front of her.
The play then that they set up for her.
Oh, the ball is good. Wow. Good chase here by LaSalle. Showing a lot of energy on both sides. Oh! Gumante naman to si Jers Batali. We talked about her at the top of the coverage as well.
Dun sa gilid. Look at her blocker. Shivana Laput. May got to talk to me before this.
For all the lessons learned and the growth the team had. Continue to watch all the action here in the UAP because legends start here. Now back to the panel.
Well, Ella, if they win this game, magulo talaga ang rankings.
Yes.
Ubaldo will set up Petalio, finding the line.
He wants to secure their twice-to-beat advantage via a win today. But Faida Bacanque has other things in mind. And she ties things up at 22 all.
Exposure coming off the bench.
Yeah, we talked about this rookie. She made 9 points the last game against Adamson. Down the line.
Tsaka nag-iisip.
Perfect
Perfectly executed by Jules Tolentino there.
Oh! Pass is there. Getting a quick point on that dump.